Okay, let's get started. So for this traders roundtable, I'm going to focus on the pound first. We'll have a look at the couple of the currency pairs, look at the indices, and then get stuck into stocks, some interesting stocks that I want to share with you. All right, this pound yen on the daily chart. Let me just make sure you can see this clearly. What I'm seeing here is this is the 20-day simple moving average on a daily chart with the fibs on the last range, so 195.75 right down to actually it's not touching that low down there, so let me just adjust that. Okay, so what I take from that is the fact that we breached this level here, 138, drop back down to this support, and now we've got this nice little saucer pattern here. So I've talked about this all last week. I didn't expect it to take quite so long to form the handle, but we have got UK inflation tomorrow after all, so it stands to reason that they will wait until inflation. And so what we've got now is a little doji stroke hammerlight bar on this 20 simple day moving average with resistance at 138 and the potential for this to go back to 140 and above. So I've been saying that I've been looking for this pound yen to get back to the Brexit high. I don't know whether we are talking weeks or months at this stage. I'm just looking for this to get at least another leg up to 140 and potentially up to 145 if this works out well. I think that my fundamental rationale is if you've got something that has dropped that hard with an economy that was one of the top in the G20, or even the G7 up until about a year or so ago, a cheap currency like that is going to give a short, sharp boom to UK industry. So I'm looking for inflation to filter through. I'm looking for a good inflation number. We've also got UK jobs on Wednesday, I think it is, and then we get US inflation towards the end of the week. So in the meantime, I'm just looking for this to pop up. So tomorrow I'll be looking at one of the biggest pivots from, well, I take the biggest pivot from yesterday and talk about that in the trading room and aim to get a dip into that and see if we can get a run on this. I've got a position already. I'm going to add to it if I get the right level tomorrow. Let's look at the weekly on that. So here is the weekly charts. You can see a little bit more clarity perhaps. We've had these waves to the downside, and now we've got a hammer. So we've got this double bottom pattern. This level here, this pivot here is holding. So ultimately I would look for, this is 147 up here. I'm just looking for 140, 145 at this stage. Alright, so that's my plan. Let's now look at I think the pound US has moved even further along the line. So we've got the prospect of a September rate rise, but I think the market is pricing in a December rate rise. We've got to get the election out of the way, we've got to get a bit more data underneath us. So we're coming to the top of this channel here. Let me just tidy that up because it seems to have shifted. If I just repeat that, sling it across this high here on June, you can see we've already broken through it here in early September. Let's just looking to see if we can get up to 13670. I think that 13670 is going to be a magnet, and that could potentially get higher as well. Euro, it's I'm leaving it. I'm basically leaving it. I think it's a tough trade. It's got a doji-like bars holding the daily 20 simple moving average, so I'm just going to leave it. It's closed marginally lower. It's a tough trade, I think, and it has been for a while, and I'm not touching it at this. You can tell the market is pricing a rate rise when this bond market is dropping off. This is the 20-year US Treasury notes, and it had a sharp fall off over the last few days. So yields are getting higher. Money is coming out of these expensive bonds, and this is a sign that the market is pricing in a rate rise. So any gap fill there is to be shorted. Okay, so moving on. This is Barclays. I think if there is a firming up of the pound and the potential for easing in the UK to drop off quickly, then this one could be one to watch. This is Barclays sitting right in a trend line there. That is a neat pattern. To watch out for a pullback to 160, 165. Currently 170. Because see if this holds here. Because if we hold here and then break out of 177, I think we're at the very least going to do a gap fill up to there to 190 plus. Alright, so keep an eye on that one. The chart pattern I'm seeing is this. We've got 1, 2 touches of this. So we come back for a third touch and hold. I think this will come through and then break up. But this pattern here is very powerful. This is a decision area here. And of course it could go the other way and fall out of that. So take your time and see if that lines up properly. On the US side, this is Facebook. I think this is a great opportunity for Facebook here. If this closes higher here and is going to close above this hammer-like bar here, then I think this is a buy. An opportunity at 127.20 area. If you're patient, try and get a lower price, and then see if we can go for a run up to 140 plus. But that is potentially a nice chart pattern, and we could get to the top of that channel on Facebook. So that's just an idea for that one. Let's look at, switch back to the retail theme. This got beaten up here. This is Costco, taking a very nasty fall after that area there failed. You can see the resistance up there from December. Couldn't break through in August, so from 170 we got close to 150, but this is now a potential support area here. Keep your eye out, because if that closes above 153, I think that could do a gap fill to 160. A safer way to play it is to actually leave it alone, put an alarm up at 161. In fact, I will do that now. Because if that gets back up there, that's where I'm going to want to short on that one. And let's just have a quick flick through eBay. So it is having a good day. That could potentially get up to 38.88, the 40 area. If we take a look at that, it was a share split. 46.60 is a resistance area. That could accelerate up to that one. Let's look at some bellwethers. Goldman's having a good day. Potash had a big move on the 30th of August, so we're just pulling back into that one. I really like the weekly on this, so I'm keeping a close eye on this. This used to be a $64 stock, when now $16.78. Just looking to see if we can just hold in this area here, down here at 16, and then build up to come and test 25. If I fib that, I can see that, yeah, 26 is a big resistance area. So this is a watch. I want some more confirmation because it's hit resistance. Just want that to come into this area here and hold, give me another buy signal, and then I'm going to take a look at that one. Let's look at the mainstream US bank, like Bank of America. Let's update the chart pattern on this. In fact, let's go further back with our fibs so we can really get a good look at it. I'm going to go to this area here. I would like to see a deeper pullback to 15.26 on that one. Not sure we're going to get this. This 15-day simple moving average might just hold the key. Now, I would certainly try and let that drift back and catch it on a bad day and see if we can get it to pull back into some of those areas. Alright, I hope that helps, and I will see you at the